Assalamualaikum and good day everyone. We are the Matric Group from Negeri Sembilan Matriculation College. The invention that we invented is called BMI Digital Tool. For the abstract, as we can see nowadays that technology gives a huge influence on students' lifestyle, where many positive responses were encountered by most tertiary institutions on the development of the use of technology in education. Hence, BMI Digital Tool is created by the Matric Group using Meet App Inventor as one of the new inventions in order to help students to know their ideal weight. This tool is so as it provides variety information, for instance, the effects, solutions, and suggestions for their ideal weight. BMI Digital Tool is a mobile application that is user-friendly and can be one of the inventive teaching tools which improve and provides fruitful information. Thus, this innovation is aimed to help students to know about their body composition during the fitness test, as it is one of the requirements for the Penghantaran Pelajar Cemerlang program interview to study abroad purposes, along with having a healthy lifestyle. Besides, it also investigates the significance of using the tool and defines its use based on students' responses. The data were gathered from fitness tests and surveys conducted to 20 respondents from Negeri Sembilan Matriculation College students via the BMI Digital Tool and 2 sets of questionnaires. The data later is summarized to identify the usefulness of the tool to the students. The findings of the innovation suggested that the use of BMI Digital Tool is significant in helping students getting beneficial information regarding their ideal weight and to help ease the process of the interview requirements. This innovation suggested that the usage of BMI Digital Tool should be encouraged to the students in order to get a healthy lifestyle too. The objectives for the innovations there are to help students to know about their body composition, to help ease the process of the interview, to promote a healthy lifestyle among students, and to be able to commercialize the innovations to other institutions. For the teaching and learning principle, this study, we use the model of Chemist and Taggart model, 1988, where the study is about 2 cycles as shown in figure 1. So for our innovation, BMI Digital Tool takes the idea of visible teaching and learning by Hattie 2012, where teachers need to understand their students' level of thinking and challenge them to go beyond that level. For the cycle 1, we make a few cycles where we start with the reflections on the teaching and learning sessions on the fitness topics in the very first week of the learning. And then we move on to the first cycle, which is called plan. We plan to design a tool that uses applications compared to previous, which was made manually while running the fitness topic. And then we move on to the X cycle, where we build up the prototype 1 and we test out the ability of the application to be used to the students. And then we move on to the observe cycle, where we observe the usage of the prototype 1 by the target group. And last one is the reflection cycle, where the reflections on prototype 1 is done, which requires some improvement in terms of the functionality. For the cycle 2, we start with a plan cycle where we have to plan some improvements on the prototype 1 and we design prototype 2 to replace prototype 1. The target group also identified. For the X cycle is where we start build up prototype 2 and then we first distribute the questionnaires for the students to get feedback. And then we move on to the observe cycle where the lecturer demonstrated and used prototype 2 during teaching and learning session. The target group used prototype 2 during the second fitness test. And second questionnaire was distributed to the target group. For the reflect cycle, we do reflections on prototype 2 through questionnaires by the target group and record the students' feedback. We then spread the prototype 2 to be used in teaching and learning and also will be used during the selections of the program Penghantaran Pelajar Cemerlang organized by Bahagian Matrikulasi KPM. The innovativeness. For the cycle 1, we did build up the tool where we provide the table that consists of metric number, height, weight, BMI, and the status of the students. All this data will be straight away goes to the table that already created. For step 2 is where we created a form to enter the data, and then in the last, the results of the BMI will be displayed. For the cycle 2, this is where we could see some improvements need to be done to our digital tool. This is where we created a new homepage of the BMI digital tool to make it interactive and attractive to the students. In that application, we actually provided 3 useful items, which are calculate BMI, health information, and stopwatch. It is divided into 3 different methods, where they can choose at the calculate BMI button, where they will get the results of the BMI after they have keyed in the data of their body weight and so on. For the method 2 is where they will be able to get health information regarding the results of their BMI. If let's say they are considered underweight or overweight, they are able to get the information about what to do with the kinds of situations of their weight. Okay, and then for the method 3 is where we provide stopwatch for the application. They can simply use the stopwatch for any daily routines that they might need to use. As for the findings and the students' feedback, we provided 2 surveys which call as pre-survey without the use of BMI digital tool and the post-survey with the use of BMI digital tool. The findings shows that comparison between the pre and post survey, it shows 100% of the students, they agree with the use of BMI digital tool. The impacts on teaching and learning, there are 5 impacts. They are, it could help the students to get beneficial information regarding their ideal weight and knows the best way to deal with their weight problems, thus could lead them to have a healthy lifestyle. Besides, it's also helpful to the students when they had the chance to know what affects their BMI and how to calculate it, as well as helping them to know and understand their own health better. And third one is it's very effective at preventing or reducing students' weight that may lead to obesity or whether anything that might cause harm to them. Next is it could help to change the way to approach weight loss and could help to be more successful at weight management. And last one, it provides information with guidance on how to eat right, what are the suitable exercises that can really fit with their weight. For the level of commercializations and the recognitions, we put as internal level where it is among KMNS students. Later, we register our innovations to the MyIPO with a valid registration number, and next we continue to the external level involving other institutions. They are Kuala Pilar Health Clinic, SMK Zakbar Kuala Pilar, and also all matriculation college core curriculum lecturers. Next is the steps and actions taken for commercializations, and this is actually for Android user only, and hence maybe in our next innovations we are going to upgrade into the Apple user. Okay, for the Android user, they can simply follow 4 simple steps, and they have to install the APK applications from the Play Store. Next, they get the link of the BMI digital tool that will be shared via Telegram Messenger by our committee members, and then they can install the BMI digital tool on their smartphone. Later, it is ready to be used. And last but not least, for the conclusion, this innovation is perceived as a very useful and helpful tool to be used by both the lecturers and the students, especially during the student selection process for the program Penghantaran Pelajar Cemerlang interview. And last one is the findings of the innovation suggested that the use of BMI digital tool is a user-friendly application as it is handy, easily downloaded, and accessed through smartphone applications, as well as could promote a healthy lifestyle. That's all. Thank you.